Today is a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or just think it would be dope to have your own talk show, podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, and fun way to expand your reach online. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more within minutes of finishing your recording. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, and the team at Buzzsprout is passionate about helping you succeed. Join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world. Following the link in the show notes lets Buzzsprout know we sent you, get you a $20 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a paid plan, and help support our show.
Go Squadron!
All in a day's work for the Squadron Supreme, Earth's mightiest heroes.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Yo, this your boy Frank Nitt. And there's rules if you want to get in this Marvel Studios. Don't nobody get in this motherfucker. So rule number 1, don't pop your ass up. Don't bring no extra niggas. And you better be ready to write, direct, produce some hot shit, or you will not get in. Marvel Studios, nigga, you know what it is. Frank Nitt, let's go.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Dig this and dig it deep.
You now on that wavelength, time to sign in. Dub Floyd and hip-hop marvels will chime in on topics of comics, brought to expand the hip-hop connect with the gauntlet in hand. They got it locked in, they floss in the brand. The block to the comic shop, they cross and examine. Representation's feminine moved on the shelf, and the system is happy with the movement it's dealt. We don't wait for the sick to improve on the health, so we pull a Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself. And it'll come out extra clean, fresh for the fans like an extended scene. With the hip-hop and comic dimension, they activate you with gems they presenting. Hand in the gauntlet, yes, we gon' flaunt it. Hip-hop marvels will bring you the rawness.
It's your boy DJ Dub Floyd in the place to be, and in the place to be is DJ Dub Floyd. This is the Hip Hop Marvels Podcast, Volume 3, Episode 25. We call this episode Bash Brothers. And the reason why we call this episode Bash Brothers is because we have 3 superhuman, metahuman MCs / producers in the building. Yeah, I'm talking about Precyce, Politix, Mallz, and Sharpcuts. Give it up for them. They're in the building, the Bash Brothers. Yes. And before we proceed,
in the building.
Nash is in the building, and he's speaking. I was just about to introduce my partner in crime. You know what I'm saying?
Rick 0378, the collector, aka Rick Fury, aka I'm Rick Grimes, bitch.
There we go. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So shout out to the Squadron Supreme. Shout out to our squad that can't be here. Shout out Cash. Shout out Claudius, Phil, KinCee, producer extraordinaire of Hip Hop Marvels Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out our squad. And remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe. We're on Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Audible, Stitcher, and more. If you have a question or comment or suggestion, email us at hiphopmarvels@gmail.com and follow us on all of our social media. That's Twitter and IG at hiphopmarvels, Facebook, Hip Hop Marvels, all one word, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now that we have the men of the hour in the building. Yes, we are everywhere. We have the men of the hour in the building with us today, the Bash Brothers. Man, I'd seen this. I was looking, through the YouTubes, and I ran across this bare knuckle brawler video. Crazy video. I saw that Precyce. You actually directed that, which hats off to you. You know what I'm saying? It was very vintage looking, very hip hop. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. First, we got a few topics we want to touch on, and like I said, you guys are welcome to chime in. We're gonna get into everything Bash Brothers. But before that, we have a few different topics we want to just get out there. So first, Rick, I'm gonna let you take the floor with this first topic. Because I know it's kind of near and dear to your heart. I'm gonna let you go ahead and we're gonna put it out there, and then everybody else can chime in.
Right. Well, this week we had the big Hall of Fame announcement, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announcement, and we got Tina Turner. Congratulations to her. But Tina Turner, most people don't know she's already in the Hall of Fame as a member with Rufus. I'm sorry, not Rufus, with the Ike Turner review. Congratulations to Carole King, to the Foo Fighters, and Hove, the God in the Sea, is in on his first try. And one of the things I was talking about, like, LL is in the Hall of Fame as well, but LL is not going in as a performer. He's going in as winning an award for what they call musical excellence, for having some kind of impact on the making of music. And to me, that's kind of like you get in the Basketball Hall of Fame, but you're in there as a contributor, not as a player, not as a coach. You're just in there as a contributor. And first of all, what do you guys think about the winners of the Hall of Fame and the discussion with Hov getting in on his first try? LL has been eligible for at least the last 6 years, but he's not going in as a performer.
So
right, I spoke to you. I spoke to you about this earlier, Rick. Remember I said that I would think it would be LL more so than Jay-Z. As as far as the whole Hall of Fame is concerned, but especially with performance, I would think that Jay-Z would have kind of stepped back for him and had LL go and perform. So it's kind of twisted, but we had this discussion on a past podcast back in volume 1 when we talked about Biggie being inducted. And how
who got him before LL?
People are who got him before LL, but people are basing this off of popularity. It's like a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? Mainstream popularity. That was still LL. He was one of the first mainstream artists. We're talking like back 85, 86. True.
Yeah.
So he definitely, I definitely don't see when you're popular for 30 plus years in the game, probably even more. If I had to break down really how long he's been doing it, but and I have no problem with Jay getting in the Hall of Fame or anything like that. I had no problem with Biggie and Pac getting in. My thing is just that you have to wait your turn sometimes, and I think a lot of that will probably be solved with the Hip Hop Hall of Fame and whoever is curating that and who they have, the help with the selection process. Mallz, what are your feelings on the situation?
So I didn't know all of the inductees. I honestly have never really followed super close with award shows and Hall of Fames and stuff like that, because I'm about to give you a very, very cliche old head answer. I feel like, okay, both got in, LL in, that's cool, that's fine and dandy, but rap music and hip hop culture was started outside of all that shit. So it don't really hold no weight. It don't matter to me. It's cool. And it's to quote Biggie, you never thought that hip hop would take it this far. And I know there's people who are of the culture who are now in spaces where we can get a Jay-Z and an LL in the Hall of Fame and a Nas, winning a Grammy and stuff like that. You got people like Questlove and a bunch of other people that are in these spaces on these academies and these voting boards that are getting, that are having our culture represented. And that's cool. But cool. That's it. You know, like it doesn't make up more hip hop. Like that's a great accomplishment. But as far as the culture goes, like, you know, it's cool.
Right. Sice, what are your thoughts?
See, Mallz is like the word guy. Like when he words, he be wording, and words mean things. You know what I'm saying? So I love to just hear him talk about stuff like that, because I'm more of the audacity of the Bash Brothers. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Like, I mean, you can separate it if you want to, but to me, it's all about the curators, and it's going to be just a popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you break it down to someone that's in the streets like me or whatever, it's like, okay, I mean, not to sound harsh, but I don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hear and continue to hear dope music from my heroes. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're in the Hall of Fame or not. If they're in here and they're in my heart, they're in my Hall of Fame. So that's what I care about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you talking to somebody who's still bumping Showbiz and AG. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like they should have been in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's all about popularity, and I understand that. But that's why I don't really put a lot of stock into that. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool that Hov is in there. But like my man Mallz said, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like for what the hip hop culture stands for, it stands for way more than that. It's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's bigger than the Hip Hop Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like, humans love trinkets, man. And it's like, I just feel like, just keep the culture alive with the old heads and the new blood. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the culture alive. Let's just keep moving on. That's cool that they got into it, but I'm not really super hype about that kind of stuff. I'm just hype about when the next album coming out. You know what I'm saying? When am I going to hear the next banger? Like, you know, as far as LL Cool J, yeah, I kind of feel like he should have been inducted a different way, like my man said. But you know, that's the break sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's all a numbers game, and it's all a popularity game, you know? So that's just how I feel about that.
Definitely. Cuz what you feel about this whole situation?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, if you really wanted him in there, LL should have been in there a long time ago.
Facts.
Because that was the last time we heard really good stuff from him. I mean, they seem to be putting hip hop artists into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a little early compared to some other people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I understand, you know, posthumously. That makes sense. But like, LL had hits into late 90s. He should have been on the ballot. Cause he was that dude. Like, he was the first. Yeah. Well, I mean, as old as we are, like, all three of us are pretty much the same age. Like, he was the first rap superstar that I knew of, besides Run DMC. Like, you know, I didn't know who Curtis Blow was, you know, back in the day. But, you know, LL Cool J, he made Mama Said Knock You Out, man. Like, I think he should be in there. But, you know, to some people it is just like a popularity contest.
Right.
Tina should have been in there as a solo.
Right.
And she'd walk around looking sad.
Looking all sad.
I think that
it's,
you know, the reason why I say it's cool. I feel like it's the equivalent of getting an honorary doctorate from a college. Like, you didn't take a class. You know, you like, especially when it comes to hip hop. Like, I feel like, well, what about all the guys who didn't really make records? You know what I mean? Like, all the guys that there would be no LL. The guys that LL looked up to when he was coming up.
Right.
You know, like, these guys are really important too, but like, they're not eligible because they didn't make records. Or they made one record, you know, like Crash Crew and
right.
Funky
Press,
4 plus one more.
4 plus one more, like all these pioneering acts that are the foundation of rap music and part of the hip hop culture at large. Like that's why it's like it's like seeing somebody, oh yeah, I got my honorary doctorate from Harvard. Never stepped on campus before then, but like I got this.
That's an ill ass analogy, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You be wording, man. You be wording, man. Words be wording, son.
That's wardrobe.
Super dope analogy. No, and it's also a testament to the curators too, because let's face it, like a lot of these curators of like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame or some of these awards shows, they don't necessarily know the culture like that. They don't necessarily know. They don't know the streets like that. They don't know, so they're looking at it from a bird's eye view, like, oh, he's popping. Let's just induct them so we can make them happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make the culture happy by inducting the most popular people into the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll.
Well, that's definitely what
from the inside looking out.
About the Hip Hop Hall of Fame is that who's going to be curating that? You know what I mean? Who is going to be the gatekeeper for the Hip Hop Hall of Fame? Because I guarantee you, like,
scrutiny.
Yeah, we just saw. Yeah, we just saw Biggie get in. I guarantee you, if Biggie got in, Eminem is going to be in within the next couple of years. Watch.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's gonna be. I mean, that's gonna be like.
Yeah,
but
it's.
If Biggie gets into the Hip Hop Hall of Fame before LL, I would have an issue with that as well.
Yeah, see, I would feel more passionate about
not just the Rock
Hip Hop Hall of Fame if like Big got in before LL, something like that. Then it's like, wait a minute, okay, this is funny. I'm talking about LL, but this is for us bias, right? You know what I mean? Like, this is for us bias, so kind of got it backwards. You know what I mean? Like, and also, outside of rap, because if we're talking like, hip hop is more than just rap music. You know what I mean? So where the guys like, you know what I'm saying? Guys like Phase 2 and Scene and all these like draft guys.
Oh, word. Yeah, you gotta have
you
gotta have everybody representing all of the elements. And
right.
All of the
pioneering
into it.
Pioneering DJs who started the whole thing. Like Graham was it or it's not gonna get he's not gonna be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like he's not. You know what I mean? Like
right.
He invented the scratch.
You know what I mean? Like, so I believe Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 are in. I feel like or
that's
maybe
their one old school.
Yeah, maybe they had like a an honorary thing where they just recognize them. I don't know if they're in or not, but like
Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5, Run DMC, the Beastie Boys, Pac, Big, and now it's gonna be and NWA, and now it's gonna be Jay and LL.
Right, and so and again, that's cool, but there's a huge gap in between, like in highly influential people in rap music, in between, saying like the Grandmaster Flash, which I guess represents the earliest era that's in there, and the Bigs and LLs. You know what I mean? Like there's a huge gap in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Sure.
definitely.
Like the whole 90s.
Yeah, exactly. And I forgot about Public Enemy is also in the Hall of Fame as well. But then I think people I think Salt and Pepper should be in. I think Eric B. and Rakim have been on the ballot,
right?
And they're not in.
Right.
But I think the Hip Hop Hall of Fame.
I think it just boils.
I think the Hip Hop Hall of Fame is gonna bring those, like how Mallz was talking about with Phase 2 and Scheme and those guys, and then we're also gonna have breakers Crazy Legs, and exactly, Rocksteady, and hell, we'll even have Fred Rerun Berry in there. He was a popper and locker in LA back in the day, as far as the hip hop scene back in the day. So I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm probably like the oldest person in this group, so I've been able to experience hip hop pretty much since the roots. My parents are playing it in the house. My parents are playing King Tut III, Jam on It, the Breaks. My dad to this day still has his copy of the Breaks in the living room right now in his record collection.
That's dope.
So, I've been exposed to hip hop since the beginning. I didn't know it was a culture. Of course, you know what I'm saying. I wasn't, even though I was around, I was too young to get off the stoop and go to the park and break dance and things like that. But the culture was just around me, and the music as well. My parents didn't really make it past the Crush Groove era. I'll say that. My parents didn't make it past Run DMC and the Fat Boys and those guys, and that's why I picked up after they left off with UTFO, early '90s stuff, Gangstar, and guys like that, Tribe.
And because I think that
most definitely
those guys need recognition. They need recognition too for their contributions. Hell, Kumo D,
right.
There's so many names
right now.
So many names.
Kumo D is the reason why. You know what I mean?
Right.
Changed battle rapping from okay, I got the best routine to no, I'm going at you.
Right.
And I'm talking
right.
You know what I mean? That's not gonna get. And he made some dope records, solo and with Treacherous 3, but that's probably not gonna get him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But his contribution.
That's why we need to take it. That's why we need to take it back. That's why, we have to take back control of that, so people can get their just due. Because without it, they're just stories and myths and legends. Stories we tell about legends and great people. I want it to be and this is the whole thing. Listen, think about all the abundance of MCs and rappers within hip hop passing away, right now, without without getting their flowers while they're here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that would be the perfect way to, give someone within hip hop their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Now, especially the pioneers, we get them their flowers first. They first in line. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, with the whole Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like I said, kudos to Jay, kudos to LL.
Absolutely.
For LL, it's been long overdue. Jay-Z, even Jay-Z, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. No. I just think, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is, very surface level. They deal with surface level things. And like Mallz said, and Sy said, it's I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but so with that said, there's been a lot of new music out. One being J. Cole's new album, The Off Season. I've been bumping that. And then I've been also bumping the new Czarface album, Super What, which is fire. And then there's a few other ones down in the pipeline as well. I saw a lot of people talking about the J. Cole, the Off Season today. Anybody care to share their thoughts? Cuts, you was very vocal on Facebook. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on
all right, so it's not bad. It's not that good either to me. I just can't. I respect him and I respect his flow. He's got super duper bars, but I feel like they're wasted on some lackluster production the majority of the time. And he's one of those guys that likes to make his own beats. and I feel like it kind of falls short with that a little bit, kind of like Eminem.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like,
whoa.
100%.
Wait a minute. To come to his defense, look, to play devil's advocate here, a lot of his beats on this particular album were done by, he outsourced.
Yeah.
What's crazy about that is a lot of those beats sound like he would have done them. So I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So even when he's picking beats,
they sound like he
needs an A&R.
Right.
Right.
He needs somebody to help him with that selection, and that push him over the top. If you ask me.
I mean,
there were like 3 songs on there that I enjoyed. Huh? What up?
I was gonna say overall, I dug it. I definitely dug it. But like, I definitely get your point though. Some of the beats were kind of, for his flow, because he was saying some shit. Like he was going in. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
And energetic.
When he said the line about right. When he said the line about put an M on your head, now you Luigi's brother.
That was dope.
That was ill. You know what I'm saying? So like he definitely goes hard with the bars.
But I just don't see what
I think people are. I think people are classifying him in like Nas's lane as far as not being a good beat picker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you.
I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say the same thing. Nas is his hero, so he's gonna be just like Nas. I'm gonna pick some whack shit just to prove I can rap on it.
Yeah, like we don't want to hear your bars.
He does it just to prove I can rap on anything.
Then he can't.
I can rap on it. I'm just that good. Cannabis was the same way. Cannabis was like, I'm gonna rap on anything just to prove to you I can rap on anything.
Man, it breaks my heart.
It's like watching Jordan throw the game.
Yo, like, okay, so I stood in line. To get that goddamn Cannabis tape.
Can we not talk about Cannabis, man? Like, I promise you, I'm not trying to cry, bro.
That first one,
and he rapped. We all can agree.
And he rapped on a Hawaiian beat. There were Hawaiian sounds in the beat. And he was rapping on it, spitting the hardest, most complicated bars over pooey beats. I'm sorry, I'm a dad, so I say things like pooey.
Oh, them white left flappers.
Pooey slappers. Like pooey slappers, fam. And it hurts. It hurts, man. Like, I'm like, yo.
It does.
Yeah, it does hurt. It does.
Y'all didn't have to bring that up.
It hurts.
Y'all didn't have to bring him up, man. Y'all didn't have to bring him up.
Hey, man, my bad, man. I had to keep it real, man. I'm just like, just because you are that dope.
Like,
Jay don't do that. Jay's smart. Jay know he got to get some beats.
That's right.
Jay know he got to get some beats.
Ain't nobody smarter than Rick Ross.
Biggie knew I got to get some beats.
Rick Ross got that.
Yeah.
Now Rick Ross, I thought Mastermind was probably like his best produced album. He always picks dope beats anyway, but I thought it's like overall.
Oh yeah, Rick Ross is definitely
Rick Ross and Mastermind.
And I don't even.
He has great taste in picking beats.
And I don't even like Rick Ross as an MC all that much, but man, it's enjoyable to listen to his albums, man.
Yeah, very cinematic, very cinematic.
Yep.
But so on a side note, anybody catch the Venom trailer? Venom trailer came out. I'm gonna just give my take on it. That's my take.
Basically,
that's my take. Basically, trust me, I love the Venom character. You know what I'm saying? I hated that god awful Venom they put in Spider-Man 3, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3.
Yeah,
I hated that. But
he had to go.
I do. So my excitement, the little bit of excitement that I do have comes from the fact that like the CGI is right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, they're hitting on Venom right now. But as far as the storyline and how, the first one was, it was like, I don't even think I went to theaters to see that. Like, it's like I think that one I just caught on TV or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really. So with this new trailer, okay, Carnage is dope. And trust me, I read Maximum Carnage as a kid. Like I always, dug Venom and Carnage. I thought that was more of the more interesting parts of the Spider-Man universe, right? But seeing this trailer, it's just I need. I guess I don't know. Maybe give me more in the next trailer or something. But other than that, it's just like,
I knew that franchise was doomed when they couldn't say symbiote. When they couldn't say what is a symbiote? Like, help me understand what a symbiote is. Like, that hurt me to my very core. You know what I'm saying? That's like shooting a movie about Batman and motherfuckers calling it Gotham City. Like that shit would ruin everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny how one slip up can just ruin everything for me. It's like they was the symbiote. I was like,
go back and change it.
Yeah, with bad dubs.
Go back and change
with awful dubs. It was like watching a movie on USA. Like, they was like, so we gotta go get the symbiote over to the side. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, that's god awful. Like, what are we gonna do with this symbiote? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just kept the dubs, bro. The dubstep was awful. Yeah. Yo, I knew it. I was like, no. They got the perfect character to play Eddie Brock. Yeah. I love that Woody Harrelson's in it.
Right.
I love that Carnage is in it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're given enough writing power and direction to that Venom series. The only time you're gonna see Venom really pop off is when they do the Spider-Man crossover. When they bring him and Spider-Man in the same movie. That's when you're gonna see him pop off.
Itself.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Right. That's like doing. It's almost like doing a whole movie on Two-Face. Two-Face is an awesome villain, but not whole movie awesome. You can, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's awesome, but not whole movie work.
He has to be next to.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Now you can do a Bane movie and you can do a Ra's al Ghul movie because those are two different powers.
Mm-hmm.
But see, with Venom, with Venom and people like that, they're good, but they're only good because they're with XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't have their own movie. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I think they just Symbiote is awful. Symbiote is just god awful. Like, I just can't stand it.
Symbiote.
The symbiote.
It hurt. I cringe every time I hear it.
I would rather them have kept it a buck and kept saying it wrong than those damn dubs. It was like, oh my god, the symbiote must have got it in the science lab. I'm like, oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Those dubs about as bad as the wigs that Tyler Perry be using. You know what I'm saying? It's just horrible.
Yo, you know what? You might, instead of using that, you might as well have put like a DJ Clue ad lib in there for instead of saying symbiote the dub way. It should have just been like, oh no, the suit is coming out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have respected that more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. The suit.
Yeah, they could have used DJ Drama's tag, Gangsta Grizzly.
Yeah. They could have put Cannon. They could have put Cannon in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
That would have worked. Anything but that bad dub. Like, that shit was awful.
Yeah, that should have just put bam.
Yo,
that would have worked.
Hey, listen. They got to get the dub game right, because when the Bash Brother movie come out, they gonna have to dub over everything Mallz says, because Mallz is gonna drop mad F-bombs, yo. And Bash is for the kids. Fuck them kids. Like,
niggas gonna learn today.
My goodness.
Motherfuckers gonna learn today.
Like hard.
That's crazy. But yeah, so I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not too I'm when it comes, you know what I'm saying? I'll see it however I see it. I'm not going out to see it. You know what I mean? I'm not going out my way, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not. I see a lot of people just amped up and just excited. Super excited.
I was more impressed with Shang. I was more impressed with Shang-Chi.
Oh yeah, for sure. Right. Anything on Marvel Studios. Yeah, anything on the Marvel Studios, like I'm like glued. You know what I'm saying? But you got to realize this is Sony, Marvel. You know what I mean? And they between Sony and Fox, they haven't gotten it right. They hadn't gotten it right. Now that everything is coming back full circle and it's coming back to Marvel Studios, now it's time for for everything to play out the way it's supposed to play out.
Y'all need to do Apocalypse over. Do Apocalypse over.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Apocalypse looks like an angry janitor. Like, do that over.
And let Method Man be Bishop.
Yeah, I agree.
Let Method Man be Bishop.
Word.
I mean, Apocalypse needs to be just done over.
Yep.
Let him get the mullet.
I'm definitely wondering what storylines they're going to use, the MCU as far as the X-Men. Like you said, Apocalypse has already been used. God Loves, Man Kills has been used. I'm thinking maybe even the
Days of Future Past, everything.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix, all that.
Yeah. Those storylines have already been used. I'm pretty sure Marvel
they use a little bit of
again and make them way bigger. Way better than Sony,
better.
Of course. But I don't know. I don't know if they're going to want to do that. You know what I mean? Because people already be familiar with the Sony version.
Let's not forget. Also, they used a little bit of House of M. No, I said let's not forget. Yeah. Also, they used a little bit of House of M in WandaVision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
That might be able to be the bridge between. Yeah, that might be able to bring the bridge to bring the X-Men into the MCU through the House of M storyline.
Word.
I was waiting for them to fix.
So speaking of, why we on this whole Disney Plus wave? Oh yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that, cuz that
rings.
That piece of shit Mandarin they had in Iron Man 3. That piece of shit Mandarin they had in Iron Man 3 was horrible, man.
Ben Kingsley.
And then they tried to backtrack it. Then they tried to backtrack it and double back on it and do. Remember they had that little short of him in jail and like how it came out that he was fake. They had to explain to us like, okay, this is not the real Mandarin. This is or whatever.
We know that.
Yeah. Like, I'm glad they cleaned it up, and I'm glad. Right. Yeah, like we didn't know that, but I'm glad they cleaned that up, and now they're doubling back with the real Mandarin, so that should be dope.
And hopefully Namor in the next Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that would be cool. I'm waiting to see. Yes, I'm waiting to see some of those. I'm waiting to see some of the OG heroes, and by that I mean, like you said, like Submariner, who was one of the first. He's the first mutant. Technically, he's the first mutant.
Yep.
Right. And like the first family, Fantastic Four. That was the very first Marvel comic, the very first, superhero team. You know what I mean?
Universe.
So I'm definitely right. So I'm definitely waiting on those. So speaking of like movies and the MCU and Marvel Studios, we just finished. Okay, we finished WandaVision. We just finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which was dope to me. We got a new Captain now. And yes, that was really dope. So the next up on the slate is Loki. And my expectations are kind of flat. And by that I mean I'm not like super anticipating it, but at the same time I know it could be key to the rest of the story they're trying to tell within days of the MCU. So what do you guys, I don't know if you've seen the trailer, they released the Loki trailer. Last time we seen Loki was in Endgame and he disappeared with the Tesseract. You know what I'm saying? What are you guys' thoughts on this series and what are your expectations?
Let y'all Marvel heads take that, and then I'll come back with the question. I'll come back with the question after y'all Marvel heads have y'all fun with that, because I see one of the dumbest flaws ever in this Captain America thing, but I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing, and then I'm gonna ask my question, and then maybe y'all learn something.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I think if nothing else, it'll be enjoyable. You know what I mean? I think if nothing else, it'll be enjoyable because, you know, Loki is already kind of like a fan favorite anyway. So really, they just gotta not fuck it up.
Right.
You know what I mean? You ain't even gotta do too much. Just make it a fun ride, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like everybody be satiated.
Right, and we know that connection is going to be in there anyway. So
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's already going. That's a given. You know how Marvel give it up. You know what I'm saying? That's a given.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Mallz. Just make it enjoyable. You know, like you said, he's a fan favorite. Everybody loves what's his name? Tom Hiddleston. I love him.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, he was really kind of like one of the first villains in the MCU. Like he was, you know what I mean? One of the first like real villains. You know what I'm saying? So we've grown to love him. He's been in a lot of the films throughout, you know, the last phases. Just make it enjoyable, make it you know, fun, and you know, give us that dot connecting that they always do. You know,
right?
Yeah. But let him be a villain though.
But
let him stay a.
That's what I want. That's what I want. I want a villain. I can't see myself watching a Thanos series.
Right, yeah, like people like Loki and he has some charm to it, but he's really an asshole.
Pretty much.
And so we need to let him do that. And Hiddleston can definitely handle that. But I just don't want them to make it goofy.
Right, yeah, me neither.
Just don't be goofy.
Right.
That's it. That's what I got.
Yeah, don't make it too goofy.
Yeah.
Look,
all right, let's
speaking of that too.
Like Mr. Horse. Don't like it.
I don't know.
What was that, Mallz?
Like, no, sir, I don't like it.
Nope.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
What's up? This your boy Wyclef Jean, aka Spider-Man. Y'all already know I'm a superhero. What makes me a superhero? Come on. Hip-hop marvels.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Okay, out there in Marvel-land, face front, this is Stan Lee speaking. You've probably never heard this before, so anything is liable to happen.
Yo, what's good? It's Precyce Politix from New York to NC, you heard? And now you rocking with Hip-Hop Marvels. Don't touch that dial. Keep everything marvelous. Peace.
Y'all got y'all rocks off. I got one question. No, I got a couple of questions. How the fuck did a dude with no hands get the shield? Sam Wilson has no hands. If you can't win fights with some wings against regular ass henchmen, ex Walmart workers, henchmen, just decided to be bad. You can't win fist fights with wings. Why are you the new Captain America? Look, I'm black. I'm black, bliggity, black. I love it. You know, and that's cool. That Sam Wilson is black, and he's Captain America. But he has no hands. He has no hands.
He was getting his ass whooped a few times.
You can't even write a story where he has hands. He has no hands. Mallz. Falcon has no hands, Mallz. You know that.
Hey, look, man. We got touched up a couple times, man.
A couple times? A couple of times?
That little girl was fucking him up.
Yo, you know the kid on the bus, when you used to ride the bus, and there was always one kid that used to get fucked up whenever we would wrestle. Like, all right, in New York, we used to have, like, okay, when Royal Rumble would come on Sunday, pay-per-view would be on Sunday, the bus ride on Monday would be lit. So you in junior high school, you fighting, there's always one kid who picks this wrestler that nobody really cares about. But we let him be that because we know he's going to pretty much be the jobber. Everybody got their moves on him. That is Sam Wilson. That is Sam Wilson. That is the hall. Sam Wilson is the hall monitor kid that got promoted to Captain America.
I honestly think that's the point. I really think that's the point, though.
Yeah, that's the point. Because look at Steve Rogers' story.
Like he's the point scout.
I mean, right. Yeah, Steve Rogers' story, like you seen the Captain America, the first Avenger. You seen Steve Rogers is this kid from Brooklyn, scrawny kid from Brooklyn that, you know what I'm saying, the military looked at and said, this is a good specimen. You know, we like the way he thinks. We like his drive, his passion. We're gonna pick him. Now he's frail as ever. I can imagine he was the kid in school that was getting wedgies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
But Sam Wilson is getting wedgies as a grown man. Sam Wilson was getting comic book wedgies as a grown man. That's like seeing the kid. That's like Bruce Wayne seeing the kid with no acrobat skills, and he's like, "You're the next Robin." But he can't jump. He don't got no acrobat skills. He don't know stuff. He can't do a cartwheel. Every time he do a cartwheel, he sprains his ankle. Every time he try to play sports, he trips over a blade of grass and dislocates his knee. That is Sam Wilson. Yet, he is the new Captain America. Give it to Luke Cage. At least Luke Cage has hands. You know what I'm saying? Give it to anybody in Wakanda. Give it to anybody in Wakanda. Anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, one of the Dora Milaje almost became the new Captain America.
They should have. Yeah. Because Sam Wilson is butt.
So she was damn sure about to walk off with that shield.
I will say this.
I think just from like a storytelling aspect, like you want Captain America to be relatable. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, that gives you the drama right there. The nigga got no hands, so how the fuck is he gonna get out of this? You know what I mean? Like, right? And don't act like you don't know that's how.
Right. Believe it or not, this is how it.
Hey, just think about
how it is in our sessions. This is the shit we talk about in our sessions.
Mallz, he has no hands. That's not relatable.
Look, 95% of niggas got no hands.
But then you gonna get them hyped up. You gonna get them hyped up to jump out in the fight and get rocked. Because if Sam Wilson can do it, I can do it. And then they gonna go outside and get rocked.
Sam couldn't do it. Damn.
Life is hard.
Oh my god.
I definitely think the MCU has softened the character of Sam Wilson and Falcon for that matter. You know, if you're a true school comic book head, you know, Sam used to be Snap Wilson, which was a gangster in the hood in Harlem.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When he had lost his memory and everything. But the MCU had done certain things to me, like it's made me respect like Doctor Strange a little bit more than what I did as a kid. Like I was never a big Doctor Strange fan, but the MCU kind of made me have like a little respect for him. And I wasn't the biggest Captain America fan as well either. I usually dealt with Captain America as far as the Avengers and whenever I come across an old school Invaders comic. But other than that, I didn't fuck with Captain America like that.
Hell, nobody was fucking with Iron Man until the movie started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, until yeah. I mean, they do a great job.
Oh no, that arcade game, Iron Man was dope in that arcade game. Now, the Avengers arcade game, Iron Man and Vision, that's what it was about.
That's true. That's very much true. I mean, me personally, I fucked with Iron Man. Even now, really, I didn't really fuck with him when, and it's weird when when Rhodey became Iron Man. It was just something. I don't know. I didn't like Rhodey as Iron Man.
See, Iron Man.
War Machine was perfect, but I didn't really like Rhodey as Iron Man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
War Machine was great, but Iron Man, Tony Stark.
95%
Marvel character.
95% of people ain't got no hands.
It's facts, yo.
Yo. I mean, yeah.
He did just say that though.
But the 5% of us that do have hands are upset that Sam Wilson got the shield instead of Luke Cage or anybody.
Hey, look, the 5% must have been the flags.
Son,
the 5% was they're the flag smashers. That's why the logo was that 5.
On the real, like
5%.
Knowing what you know about Steve Rogers, he would never. He wouldn't give it to fucking Luke Cage for what? He's already indestructible.
Yeah,
like, you know, like he want to give it to a nigga with heart. He want to give it to Little Mac.
Right, it's more of a show and prove type thing.
You want to give it to Little Mac.
Right.
Hey, Little Mac was hard now. Don't talk shit about Little Mac. We're gonna stop this right now. We're gonna stop this hate right now. Don't talk shit about Little Mac. Little Mac had a pink hoodie before Dipset was dope. Little Mac was a pioneer. He had on a pink hoodie and green shorts. And fought somebody named Soda Popinski. Don't talk stuff about Little Mac. Little Mac deserves the shield, and that's real talk. Hashtag Little Mac America, yo. Little Mac should have been Captain America.
How you gonna do that when Little Mac is dressed like a damn AKA? That's not gonna work, home.
Little Mac didn't dress like an AKA. Nintendo did that. It depends on what TV you had. See, now if you was playing on Grandma TV, he was alright, because he ain't really had no cameras, because Grandma TV was black and white. But you want to get all fancy schmancy with your colors and stuff. You know what? Little Mac had green shorts, and he had on a pink hoodie, because that's all he could afford. He fought from the streets, and he fought his way up to the biggest name in fighting history at that time, yo. And he rocked them. He rocked them, and he learned the code so he can go and rock him anytime he wanted to, fam. Little Mac was that dude, man. Don't bring no.
Shout out to Sice. Shout out to Sice for that Little Mac appreciation segment. Like for real.
Yo, there's a little Mac in everyone's hearts except for Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson is Glass Joe.
And with that said, we're gonna end off that segment with that. Crazy.
He is not a bare knuckle brawler.
Hey.
Right, and nice that's a great segue because
that's a great segue.
Because this is it. This is what we are here to talk about. We got the Bash Brothers in the building, Precyce Politix, Mallz, Sharp Cuts. And we're gonna get into everything that is Bash Brothers. First off,
hold up then. If we're gonna do that, what's the origin of the Bash Brothers? What is the secret origin of the Bash Brothers?
There we go.
Well, who wants to wax poetic on this now?
I think I can, because I feel like it's a long story, but I just make it long. Because I make it unnecessarily long. Well, y'all gonna get
says a long story and you make it longer?
Yeah, yo.
You make it longer? That's a long story, but I make it longer.
That's that pastor stuff. We got time shirts. We got time shirts.
I ain't gonna keep y'all. But like, me and Sice had kind of been circling each other, so to speak, for a minute, for years. Like we had done shows together, We've been on other people's songs together, like on Posse Cuts. We were both on a joint from Royal Entry. We were both on a joint by Samson. And it might have been one other joint that I can't remember right now. So a few years back, I got him on my album Subject to Change. Because we did shows together, and like when we would do a show, another person on the bill would ask us to come up on stage and like do like a cypher. And so it was kind of mutual respect there. So I got him on my album on Subject to Change on a track called Habitual Line Steppers. And I really liked the way it came out. I was like, yo, we sound kind of dope together. So I just kept bugging him and just getting him on each project after that. And so I did an album a couple years ago called Radioheads with Steve Skyline. Shout out to Steve Skyline. And I had a song called Bash Brothers, and it was me and him just trading balls, just going in. And so, you know, and he got me on one of his albums, and we just kind of liked that idea of us just going back and forth and just rhyming, you know what I mean? Like just barring out. So we just kind of decided like, yo, like by then we were already tight, you know what I mean? So it was like, yo, let's do a joint together. Like at first it was gonna be like an EP. It was like, cool. So we're thinking like, who do we want to get to produce it? And, you know, Precyce just did an album with Drugs. I was working at the time on an album with Drugs. So it was like, nah, we don't want to get Drugs beats. Like, we kind of already did that. Let's get something that is new for both of us. So we threw around a couple of names and was like, yo, Sharp Cuts. Like, dude is nice and he can rhyme. So like, that's a you know what I'm saying? That's like a hidden Ginsu blade that we got. And so we reached out to Sharp. Sharp was down, beats. And we did the first track, and we was like, yo, this sounds really fucking good. We recorded the first track at Major Green's studio. Shout out to Major Green. And then Sharp was like, yo, why don't you just record in my crib and we can all just kind of poly together and we can really gel and get this thing how it's supposed to be. And our sessions was just so dope. Like outside of all the music we was making and writing together and doing all this, just our sessions, just us just chilling like we are right now was so dope. We were like, yo, man, Bash Brothers ain't a 2-man thing. It's a 3-man thing now. Like Sharp Cuts is a Bash Brother. So as we were making the album, we was like, all right, it ain't just Bash Brothers, the 2-man thing. It's a 3-man thing, you know? That's right. And that's kind of how it came to be.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna jump in.
It's like it's kind of like No, I was gonna say kind of like Demolition when they had the third cat in there. Demolition, you know, you had Axe Smash and then you had Crush.
Funny,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, see, now the thing about it is, it's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what solidified it for me. You know, Sharp put mad heart into these beats. You know what I'm saying? And he was giving it his all from day zero. It wasn't like he was like, yo, I'm a dope producer. I'm doing beats for some dope cats here. Like he was really putting his heart and soul into it, and he was getting more and more into it and more excited. Now we got a track called Olympian Levels, right? Sharp closed that track out. He said, look, I got this beat. I got these bars for it. You know, I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Let me see what y'all think. So Sharp left Earth on that track. And it was at that point where I was like, yo, he's a Bash Brother, fam. Like that right there, like he murdered Olympian Levels. Olympian Levels was such a good, we already had mad love for Sharp before that. And we already was like, yeah, he gotta be a Bash Brother, bro. But when he did that verse on Olympian Levels, I said, yeah, he ain't sometimes why. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely a Bash Brother. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause woo, and you know, I've always had different personalities, and when the God Brand personality happened, God Brand is like just like an asshole. So it was like just taking shit back to the wrestling anyway. you know what I'm saying, with the belt and everything. And we just ran with it, man. And yo, this is like the best album that, I'm gonna say this is the best album that I've done, and this is the most fun I've ever had doing an album, you know what I'm saying? Me and Sharp had a joint called Leave You Where I Find You. We did together, and Sharp killed it on that production too, and he brought out the best in me too. So it's like, you know, bro, I'm telling you, like the chemistry here and the album that you're gonna hear, Bloodsport Champions from Bash Brothers, is just such a nice walk down nostalgia lane with mad bars, like a lot of bars, you know what I'm saying? And so the origin of Bash Brothers is just three dudes that was nice at what they did. They came together to form Voltron, and now each deity brings something magical to the table to where it's like it's Bash Brothers, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
I was much more,
and I was doing some research.
What'd you say, Mallz?
That was more succinct than what I said.
I don't know.
I was doing some research, and you know, I try to you know, anytime we have guests on, I try to see how they relate to certain characters or certain things within the Marvel universe. And upon my research, I did find out that there is a Bash Brothers in the Marvel universe.
Wow.
The story behind it is right. There were two brothers. They're real beefed up. I'll send you after we get off of this, and after, you know, off air, I'll send each of y'all the comic clipping, you know, of the picture. But yeah, so basically the story goes is that, you know, the two brothers, their first appearance was in a comic book called Sludge, number 10. That was their first appearance, and their last appearance was in Sludge number 11. Now, Sludge is a character from Malibu Comics. Malibu Comics was basically like an indie comic book company that kind of thrived and came out in the like early 90s, around the time Image and Milestone was popping. Like, yeah, you know, you had these comic book companies come out to try to spar with the big two at the time, you know what I'm saying, which was DC and Marvel. And so Malibu Comics, they kind of created this universe called the Ultraverse, and within Ultraverse they have all of these characters, these different characters, and Sludge was one of the characters. So basically, long story short, Marvel acquired them in 1994, and when they acquired them, they shut down the whole Ultraverse. So like any other characters that was under that, you know, that line that Malibu Comics had put out, they deaded it, shut it down, right? So you know, with that said, when they acquired them, they put out a few of the characters from Malibu Comics, and later on, like maybe like 2013, when Joe Quesada was the head of Marvel, when he was the, you know, editor-in-chief, he wanted to take some of those characters because they had them at, you know, at they beck and call. They could have used them, you know what I'm saying? He could have used some of those characters and bring them to the forefront, but the problem is if they did that, had to split, you know, the funds from that, the original creators. They didn't want to do that. So basically, the Bash Brothers are in the Marvel universe, but they're in limbo. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, you don't hear from them. But yeah, I just did that little research. I was like, yeah, that's kind of dope.
That's
like,
cool.
There is a Bash Brothers within the Marvel universe. So just wanted to share that little tidbit with you guys. You know,
they're in limbo because one of them likes DC.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We would be the Bash Brothers. like we would be the Bash Brothers from DC, man, because DC is darker. Like, I don't want to be all happy in the Bash Brothers with happy ass colors on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want, and if I die, like if they kill God somehow, just go ahead and burn this whole motherfucker down. Don't get the Infinity Gems and bring me back. Nah, fuck that. Just go ahead, let me go and burn this motherfucker down, man. Get tattoos on my name, do an album with my name on it, scratching some lyrics that I have under the bed, like Tupac, and just live on, man. Like, I don't want no infinity gems. I don't want no soul gem. I don't want no jewelry, no ice bringing me back, man. Because I'm not dead. I'm just back in my kingdom, man. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Marvel's too soft. Say it's soft. No. This Bash Brothers is DC. We're harder than that.
I'll take Vertigo.
Yeah, Vertigo. Okay, we can agree with that. Vertigo. Okay. We can agree with that.
Or Dark Horse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can agree with that.
Well, you know, speaking of comics, whose idea was it? I'm not gonna say this is you guys' official logo or anything, but whose idea was it with the Peanuts characters? You know, with Schroeder, with the Jason.
Yeah.
Mallz is a genius. Schroeder with the Jason mask. That's No Face the God. That's me right there.
That was.
I was like, I thought that was so dope. I need that on a T-shirt or a hoodie or something, bro.
Thank you.
That was Precyce's idea. Yeah. Cause like I got a little
shit.
I have a abusive relationship with visual art. It's on Facebook. It would be it's complicated relationship with drawing and shit. So like it was one of those times where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna start drawing again. And Cice was like, yo, you know what would be dope if you drew the three of us like Peanuts characters. So I was like, fuck it, yeah, I'll do it. I'll try it. And then I did it a couple of times. And they dug it. So we will find a way to incorporate it more. You will be seeing the three Peanuts characters, Bash Brothers. You'll be seeing it again.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that. We're gonna go ahead and get that Bash Brother LLC to protect our assets because they're gonna try to sue the shit out of us. So we're gonna have to protect our assets with that LLC, Bash Brothers LLC. You know what I'm saying?
Cease and desist city.
Yeah. You might get God's money, but you ain't gonna get Michael's money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We're gonna have to protect the liabilities on that one. But yeah, it's a really dope thing, man. Mallz came through with the pen. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, man. All of us contribute so much to this collective, man, and to this album. Like it's just so well done, man. Like I just can't wait for y'all to hear it. I'm so excited about it, bro.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the album. Then let's get into the album. You know what I'm saying? What can I want to know what can we expect? And who else is on the joint? Are there gonna be some Bunkhouse Stampede style joints on there? With,
no, ain't no motherfucking features. Ain't no goddamn features. No features. We do not commiserate with humans. We don't do nothing like that. There ain't no features because we are carrying this on our shoulders. There is no one in the arena that can step in the ring with the Bash Brothers. I'm telling you that right now. MC Peanut Butter and Jelly and the Jam Crew, fuck them all. They ain't no There ain't no way. There ain't no way that they can step in the ring with. You see these belts? That's the thing about these belts. You see these belts? That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? For real, not MC Peanut Butter and Jelly of the Jam Crew. They can't rock with us. Nobody can rock with us, yo. Famous or not, nobody. Local or industry or wherever you are, whoever you are. Who are you? I don't care. You can't rock with the Bash Brothers. We don't got no features. We don't need no features. We'll do a feature for y'all to bless y'all, but we don't need no features because we're gonna carry this first magnum opus on our backs, man. Because you need to know who the Bash Brothers is, man. You need to know what these belts are about. We ain't just rocking them just to be flashy. We're Bloodsport champions. All the shit we've been through in life, all the shit that you've been through in life, that makes you a champion. You survived cancer, you're a champion. You survived the streets, you're a champion. You decided to be a good father, you're a champion. Everything you decided to go through and that you went through successfully makes you a champion. Your belt is on the inside. We rock the belt for you. Let us be the assholes. Y'all continue to be humble and rock your belts eternally. Know that you are a champion. We represent for the champions. Everybody's a champion. You've been through some real shit and you keep your head up. You're a champion. Let us be the assholes. We rock our belts on the outside because we're just great like that. That's just glory. That's just glorious. That's just who we are. That's how we are. You know what I'm saying? But now we ain't got no features because can't nobody step with it. Ain't nobody worthy enough for the features.
It's the shit.
Well, okay. How many tracks you got? Let me get, let us get his release date.
Numbers and release dates, man. Listen. So, Bash Brothers.
Bash summer.
It's a bash summer, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? We gonna drop, and no man will know when God will come back. So we can't give you any numbers. You know what I'm saying? That would be too much. We love y'all. We love y'all to death, and we love that y'all have us here. But we can't bless you with numbers, man. No man will know when the reckoning is coming. It's gonna be a bash summer. Just know that much. So go ahead and say your prayers and make peace with your loved ones, because Bloodsport Champions is dropping definitely this summer. We ain't gonna give you no numbers. It's not that we can't. We just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Mallz is the muscle, the strength, and the brains. Sharp is the backbone and the soul. Me, no face to God, I'm just the audacity. Like I'm the audacity of the group. You know what I'm saying? When shit gets real, I'm definitely gonna Ric Flair the shit out of you. I'm gonna go get a chair and just bop you. You know what I'm saying? But Mallz and Sharp are gonna be in the ring just bodying motherfuckers. I'm just gonna be hitting people with chairs, doing the flashy shit, rocking the flashy shit. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a $1 million man the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's gonna happen. Cheap shots for the win. That's no face to God. The audacity of the group. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? These dudes can definitely back it up though. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
All right, so we definitely got. I definitely see we got a Road Warriors and Precious Paul thing going on here. So
yes, exactly.
Let me go to Cuts right quick. Cuts. How did you get into production, and who inspired you? I mean, unfortunately, you're the unknown Bash brother to me. I always heard your name. This is my first time seeing you, and I'm looking forward to hearing you rhyme, but. Basically, what I told you, you're basically one of the best producers in the area. So, how did you get involved into hip hop, and how would you describe your style and who inspired you?
Thank you, by the way. As far as being a producer, I started making beats in 2009. Me and my buddy Cyrano Sinatra, we were a group called Steady Flow. And shout out to him. I was just talking to him yesterday. I actually heard him rhyme again. He's been not rhyming for a while. It's good to hear him back. But anyway, we had been going to this other guy in Durham to get beats, and the beats were kind of dope, but it wasn't really our sound. And so a couple weeks after that, we had done a couple tracks. We're like, man, we need to do this group thing because the chemistry's right. And his friend comes over to his spot, and we're just over there like, I don't know, we're writing some songs or something. And his friend keeps playing beats. And I'm calling out all the samples, like every single one. I'm like, oh, that's Barry White. Oh, that's Smokey. That's such and such. And my friend was like, man, you really got an ear for that kind of shit. I'm like, yeah, I grew up listening to a lot of this stuff, from my mom and whatnot. And because she worked at Record Bar back in the day. I don't know if y'all remember Record Bar.
Record Bar, wow.
If you grew up around here.
We had one here.
Yeah. Record Bar used to be the music spot. So she worked for the headquarters in Durham. And that's where I lived till I was out of elementary school. But she would bring home all these like random 45 singles and stuff like that we would listen to it. So I listened to everything. And he was like, hey man, check your email in the morning and hook me up with the crack version of Fruity Loops. And then Cyrano gives me like 20 blank DVDs, not blank CDs, but blank DVDs full of old music, and basically was like, get to work, bro. And within a couple weeks, man, I was making like pretty decent beats. He said it was like a duck to water. So I was like, you know what? Let me hold up on this rhyming thing for a little bit so I can get nice with it. And then more and more people started hearing my name, and I started working with specific people. But I'm kind of, I don't just work with just anybody. I have to establish a rapport with that person, and that basically they need to be my friend. I've never given a beat to somebody who's a dickhead, because I don't want my name on it,
Right.
And so Cyrano, Sinatra, Tucson, Ghost Dog, Mallz, Precyce, and numerous others. But these are all like friends of mine and people that I hold in high esteem. As far as influences, say Digging in the Crates, probably the number one. Putting it with RZA at a close second. I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. RZA and True Master, actually, and the dynamic between those two when they were working together on albums, they could have done that for 30 years and I would have bought everything. Diamond D, specifically out of Digging in the Crates, because he raps also, and he raps really well. Like he's one of those double threats. Like I consider myself a double threat because I can rap as well as I make beats. Sometimes better, but sometimes better the other way. It don't matter. And so people like that, Odysseys like that, Alchemist can spit, Eric Sermon, Havoc, those kind of guys, people that really hold a couple different or wear a couple different hats. I'm just trying to familiarize myself with as many parts of the music making process as I can. So I think I got 2 down. So, and I'm working on the mixing and the mastering too. I'm gonna be doing that for this album, and so far so good. But yeah, man, that's the quick version of how I got started and who influenced me. But this album, I made sure I gave everything I could, just like Precyce was saying, because this, I don't know, I keep getting better. Like, not to pat myself on the back, but like I haven't hit a slump yet. Like ever since I started, it's gotten progressively better. Like I've found, I went from just looking up digital music to actually starting to buy vinyl, and it gave me a larger respect for the sample itself and the sound that it comes with, And and recently I just got a Kai MPK 249. So I actually got some drum pads now. So now I'm learning that. But this Bash Brothers shit, with as strong of personalities as the 3 of us each have, the beats have to complement that. And I'm happy to say that they definitely do. I listen to this album every single day, a couple times, and I don't skip shit. I don't get tired of shit. It's just that good.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to it.
I think that's very important.
Ever since I've been hearing about the project, I've been waiting to hear this.
Yeah, man.
To hear Precyce and Mallz together, I wasn't sure what kind of combination it was going to be. I've heard Precyce a few times, definitely with Eternal. Shout out Eternal. And I was just waiting to see how that dynamic was really going to work between Precyce and Mallz. And Bare Knuckle Brawlers gave me my first taste, and I'm definitely looking forward to this album. It's definitely what I would think, what I consider like raw or grassroots hip hop, as you can say. It's coming from the heart, and I'm definitely waiting to hear something over Sharp's cuts, his beats.
Yeah.
And this is a project I've been looking forward to since I first heard about it. So kudos to you, gentlemen, and then we're ready for it. I think hip hop, North Carolina needs it.
Yeah, most definitely. And given Precyce and Mallz track record, because Precyce just came off of Gun Runner, that's like his latest, and then Mallz, Famous Last Words, and those 2 projects. Those 2 projects are phenomenal, in their own right. But I think I got even more excited when I found out. Oh, no doubt. I think I got even more excited when I found out you guys were teaming up, and Terry Sharpcut's production, because I've heard his production before the Bare Knuckle Brawler. So to find out that he's the backbone and providing the sound, and to piggyback off of what you just said, Sharp, that you the 3 of you have a real hard, gritty sound. You wanted to, produce, sounds that will match that. And I think that's key, because that ultimately gives you your sound as a whole, you know what I'm saying, as a collective. So I think that's dope. And that's one of the things I'm definitely looking forward to. So after this, like, what's next for y'all? Y'all have anything planned down the pipeline after Bloodsport Champions drops?
So here's the
collectively
thing.
or individually?
I mean, everybody got plans, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna drop Drug Politics Part 2, God Has No Face. After that, you know what I'm saying? Me and Drugs doing a Part 2 to Part 1. Story's gonna keep going. But, I mean, this isn't just a one-off, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a thing right here. Like, I swear to God, I'm feeling like we need to go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, I swear to me, it's real. I swear to me, we need to go ahead and do a fucking album. The second album might need to be called Real Monsters, because there was 3 of them, and there's 3 of us,
right?
And we're real fucking monsters. And the thing is, people need to understand, man. Sharp is not sometimes why. Sharp is a Bash brother, and I sound good. Mallz sounds good. Precyce and Mallz sounds good together, but we sound complete when Sharp is in the building. You know what I'm saying? The gritty sound that you just said that we had, that is Sharp. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said Sharp is the backbone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would be nothing but spoken word poets and assholes if we didn't have a producer. The producer,
right,
is what makes it. You can't make soup without a fucking pot. You can't just have soup in the air, because then all you have is a fucking mess on the floor. So you have to have the pot. You might not give the pot the respect it deserves, but try to make soup without a pot, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be trying to tell people. Always, whenever you see a Precyce album, you see me always giving respect to the producer. And Sharp can attest to that, and so can Drugs Beats, and so can K Hill. They can all attest to that. I've always given respect to the producers because I see the value. I understand how important they are. So it's like, it's no different in the group dynamic. Sharp, he decides when he wants to rap, and we don't pressure him. He's nice as fuck, but we don't pressure him because he's already making the beats for us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you want me to drop the burgers and make the fries? You know what I'm saying? And run the drive through? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we have jobs we got to do too. But make no mistake, and I will say this every interview, wherever we are, I will always say this: Sharp is the third Bash brother. He's not sometimes why. You know what I'm saying? Whether you hear him through his rhymes or you hear him through his beats, his presence is always felt. And I am very, very grateful for Sharp, and I'm very, very grateful for Mallz. You know what I'm saying? Because we all came together to make something extremely special. You know what I mean? But I will always tell people, Sharp gets just as much respect, if not more, than I do, because Sharp makes the beats. He is the core of the sound. So I will always sing his praises, dog. Like, always. You know what I'm saying? I'll get on my kayfabe shit and I'm an asshole and I'm real shiny, whatever. But yo, I'm telling you, I will always give praise to my Bash brothers inside the booth and outside the booth, because each one of them brings so much to the table. So if anybody feels like something is lacking from one of them, I will always step up and back them up and be like, nah, you just ain't listening, because he's been part of the group. Mallz been nice. Sharp been the part of the group. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, son, I'm telling you, Sharp is that dude, man. I will always sing his praises, man. For real.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Mallz,
I definitely gotta ask. I definitely gotta ask Mallz. You know, with Mallz, with everything opening up now, are we gonna have a Bash Brothers show?
Look, man, I promise you, I can't wait to get back on the road, man.
Please,
those who really know me know that like performing is my favorite part of this whole rap thing. You know what I mean? Like, being on stage is where I'm home. You know what I mean? So I cannot wait until the first Bash Brothers show, because we are going to show our entire ass.
And I'm going to sign as many titties as they let me. And I'm telling you, I'm going to try it.
With the felt tip.
With the felt tip. You know what I'm saying?
With the
Mallz is an inspiration, man. Mallz inspired me, man. Like, yo, I'm telling you, Mallz got a line on the album, like, yo, I signed a couple of titties with a felt tip. I'm like, that's so much audacity to say, and it really happened. And I'm so jealous that I've never signed a titty. I mean, the accolades were there. I'm happy with the accolades. Yo, Sice is nice. Yeah, I'm nice, but they don't pay me in gum. I ain't never signed no titty. I ain't never signed no titty. You know what I'm saying? With a titty, I would have signed a titty. I would sign one right now. Like, I'll be gentle. You know what I'm saying? I'll be gentle. I'll write my name a little bit. I won't even write the whole no face to God. I don't want to take up all the titty. I'll just write God on it. You know what I'm saying? We can go to hell together.
Precyce gonna be in his Grammy acceptance speech. He was like, "Yeah, this is cool. I just wanted to sign a titty, dog.
I just wanted to sign one titty. I ain't even got to sign both of them. I just want to sign one. I just want to sign one.
Just one.
One. I hate Mallz sometimes, man.
I'd go to sign one and fuck around and only have a pencil. She'd be like, hell no. better sign your own titty.
Oh.
Drop my phone, my bad.
Oh, bruh. Oh man, but guys, man, we definitely appreciate you guys for coming through. Before we get out of here, where can the listeners, the Hip Hop Marvelites, find you? I.e. your social media, websites, anything of that nature. And do you guys have any, last minute shout outs or whatever you want to? The floor is yours, guys.
I'm gonna let y'all do your thing, man. Like y'all do your thing first. I won't go last.
Mallz?
Yo, you can find me, if you really want to find me, hit me up on Twitter at Mallz, Mallz. You can find me on Instagram at Mallzini, Mallzini. I don't really do Facebook like that, but I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, then you follow me on Facebook, because that's all I post is stuff from Instagram. You can get the music anywhere, all the streaming sites. But if you're a real one, you'll get it from my Bandcamp, mallz.bandcamp.com. Everything up there is dope and it's worth your money. I promise you. Yeah, man, that's where you can find me, man. And you can find me vaccinated up, masked up, and in the house.
All right. So you can find me Instagram, Sharp Cuts Official. Twitter, if I'm on there, SharpMC919. And Facebook is Sharp Cuts. Hit me up. I mean, if you're looking for beats, I definitely got those on deck for the not free. But I'm willing to work within some budget, but I don't know, motherfucker. I need some money, so that's how it should work. But I got the group with a Ghost Dog, Phantom Blade. We have a Bandcamp page. Check that out. Check the album Beware the Phantom Blade. That's where my first collaboration with Precyce, and it was the song is called Night Falls on Metropolis. You guys will like it because it's kind of like some Marvel versus DC shit. So it'd be perfect.
Nice.
For you guys stuff.
I gotta hear that.
Yeah, man. I'll send you guys a link. And Steady Flow is out there on Bandcamp. Yeah, man. I'm out here mostly.
Word. Man, God, God is everywhere, human. Precyce Politix. You can Google me, PrecYcePolitix. On the Instagram, I think I'm Precyce Politix too. I think I changed my name from Sice Boogie to Precyce Politix, so you should be able to find me there as well, human. I'm on Twitter as well at Precyce, PRECYCE. As far as my music goes, if you're a real one, you'll go to the Bandcamp. I'm there a few times. I'm there as Stallone and Weathers. I'm there as Precyce Politix. I'm there as Drug Politics. I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of things, so a lot of things have been done. So I'm sorry if you have to Google a few things. I'm really not that sorry though. And as far as shout outs go, man, shout outs to Hip Hop Marvels for having us on here. Shout outs to my Bash Brother crew. You know what I'm saying? For reminding me that, you know, this music shit is what I love, and it's because of the people that I love that I'm doing it with, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my little man, shout out to my son. He's about to turn 4. And, you know, just thank you for giving daddy a reason to pretty much stay on this earth and not just leave this planet and bounce, you know what I'm saying, and just go back to my heavens, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like it here now. I like it here because of my son. I like it here because of my Bash brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Manhattan.
You know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I love it. I love it here now because of my little man. You know what I mean? So shout out to them. Shout out to you guys for having us, man. And as always, Bash for that ass.
Bash. Shout out to Street Flavor Entertainment.
Street Flavor Entertainment all day, man.
Can't forget DJ Samps. Can't forget
Shout out
to Stamps.
DJ Samps, Drugs Beats, Steve Scalon, EA Portier, Suntan Superman.
Suntan Superman.
Yeah, that's the best name ever.
Best name ever.
DJ
he's the one that was fucking psyched up in the video.
Superman. Yeah, that's fire right there.
Yeah, Suntan Superman was the one that was beating me up in the Bash Brother video. Yeah, he was the one that was beating me up in the bare knuckle brawler video for in the match for the belts. So yeah.
That's beard pause.
Man, I got a lot of stuff that should have been there, but it was not.
I know, man. Damn. I was hitting Hasani with a chair.
Hey, Sice.
What's up?
Sice. I want to be a part of the writing. I want to be a writing team.
Yo,
because you're walking and you're living it, and I see it, and it's so many places you can go. I'm telling you,
bro.
That was one of the illest comic series out there, bro.
Well, first of all,
we gotta go. We gotta find some artists. Man.
First of all, I'm honored. I'm honored that you even want to be a part of this, because that's really dope. It's funny how being an asshole and walking in kayfabe will inspire people to try to help you walk better in that kayfabe, which is awesome. I appreciate you so much. Hell yeah, man, we could collaborate on whatever. I would love to have a Bash Brother comic. You got to make sure my man Mallz is done with the evil eyes, no pupils, because he's the barbarian. You got to make sure my man Sharp got all the technology in the world, like the Donatello of the group. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would love to do that. But yo, you haven't seen nothing yet. Wait till the promos start happening. I'm gonna really get on my $1 Million Man shit. See, the thing about the wrestling thing, it's all about the costumes too. Mallz got his cool ass costumes. Sharp got his cool ass costume with the way he dressed, and Mallz is just a smooth type. Then you got the $1 Million Dream, son. You got the $1 Million Man on his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much what Godbrand is going to be about, son. Like, yo, the promo for the Bash Brothers is going to be so good. It's going to get you so ready for the album, man. I'm telling you. I used to promo when we was playing Smash Brothers, pause, on the Nintendo Switch. You know what I'm saying? I paused it when we was playing. We was playing that on the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was making people were inboxing me and was like, "Yo, I want to play Smash Brothers now because of the way that you carrying this belt with this Smash Brothers thing." That's all I was doing, was just talking shit and bodying people in the video game, and people was loving it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, people miss that nostalgia. That's what Bash Brothers brings to the table. We bring the nostalgia of the bars, the beats, the wordplay, the camaraderie, and of course the kayfabe. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I will say this about the album, though. I think, all of us have listened to it. The three of us have listened to it ad nauseum. But I think that when the people hear it, they can tell that we were together when we made this, and you can hear that chemistry and actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, we take the bar serious, but we had a lot of fun, and it comes through in the music, and I feel like you should see it in the videos as well, because we're definitely gonna have a follow-up video to Bare Knuckle Brawler, but yeah, you can tell it was not just emailed back and forth.
Appreciate y'all for rocking with us, chopping it up with us, man. And like I said, hey, after the album drop, y'all got to come on back so we can go over with, you know what I'm saying, all the particulars of the album and everything. So
can we be in the studio though? Can we be in the studio? We got to be in the studio.
Hey, hopefully, I mean, yeah, true that. I mean, even if we, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna say too. I would love to see. Yeah, it is getting there, but I would love to, you know, to kind of come in when we start, because eventually we're gonna start documenting, you know, with video and everything. So eventually, I would love to come in while y'all doing y'all thing in the lab and interview y'all, you know, while y'all doing y'all thing. You know what I'm saying?
And we definitely come in the shows. You know, Mallz was there at Eternal's birthday party, and we was back there broadcasting a live podcast from Eternal show. So a Bass Brothers show live. Yeah, we need you.
Yeah, we in there. We in there. Crazy. Yeah, most definitely. Yes. All right. But yes, man, we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get up, man. Thank y'all once again, and hats off, salute. We're gonna rock with y'all.
Bash, man.
Bash. Peace.
Dig this and dig it deep.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Yes, sir. She asked me if she could hold the belt. I said, which one, baby? Bash. Lines jumping off of pages, switching off the matrix. All your realness that I spew and cough contagious, very ostentatious. Yelling at my gun supplier. I can only afford the basics. Nigga had the nerve to fit them all with lasers. It's God brand, by the way, behind us all yours. Had some of the baddest aunties ever seen on all fours. Turned them into goddesses, popping, locking on novices. You dancing with the devil, that boogie's what metal grips only and level your metropolis. Swerving in your lowest lane, spitting pain. Bodies piling all up in your studio with missing brains. Niggas know that aim is all above the shoulders. I tell your man up in his facial that he pussy. Trigger finger going from itchy to pushy in the millisecond. See me when you see me, you can meet me where the real connect. Ex-shooter, ex-gun runner, shit that I still regret. Paid my soul to God before the devil came to bill collect. Now you can lay up in that corner drowning in your sorrow, or you can take this loss as a lesson and fight tomorrow, or you can get back in the ring and battle to your last, brother. Either way, I'm with you to the end. Bash, brother.
Bare knuckle brawler, brolic with the dialect. Scored off the chart results on my Briggs Myers test. Tireless, put in work and never close my eyes to rest. Your girl calls me daddy, you address me as your highness. Jack of all trades and a master of self. And y'all been on our dick since we flashed with the belts. Bitch, a polymath, leave your ass in a body bag. Never lollygag, I probably drag you in your posse bag. Read your epitaph, hella sad, they took all they had. You wanna go to war? I battle back like it's Stalingrad. 5-star general, borderline a millennial. Respected like a veteran, lettering more material. You only hot cause your shit's burning venereal. I got an aerial view of your soundboard burial. Carry you to glory, just a cautionary story. And I spit it in the booth while shortcuts recording me. Yeah. You can lay up in that corner drowning in your sorrow, or you can take this loss as a lesson and fight tomorrow, or you can get back in that ring and battle to your last, brother. Either way, I'm with you to the end. Dash, brother.
Revolve around science, define yourself the status quo. Dirty money in the mattress grow. I see my brother stacking low after he package blow. Hustle from the winter to the summer, bringing back the snow. Pockets financially basking in the afterglow. Any competition they had to go. Hollow tip persuasion for such an occasion. Nothing less than amazing. Everything up in is real. We was on the verge of smacking all of y'all in the physical mass appeal.
Hard to earn respect when words and actions don't connect. You either meet your death or someone give your chin a check. I've been a threat since they seen that I would not submit. Kept it 100 through the rumors and the gossiping. True and living, my position is above it all. And your show is hella whack without Mallz involved. I see the game for what it is, man, scars and all. That's why every time I drop, I raise the bar on y'all. On y'all, on y'all, on y'all.
Yeah. No matter how long it takes.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Spiraling up, just like a rich nigga staircase. No fly zone, please stay the fuck out my airspace. Niggas say things behind back, shit they wouldn't dare say. Know it's on sight when I see you, I'm working at Squarespace.
Yeah, top of the morning, I know that you thought I was dormant. Woke up early from shots that was swarming. A block from the ops, now the cops in the orbit. Cause somebody got popped, now they knocking on doors trying to find an informant. But I ain't seen Nathan, I'm minding my business. As God is my witness, the weapon gon' prosper that's forming against me. Nigga, I'm starving immensely. Know when I'm done with these songs, you gon' miss me. John Moran, I'm on my grizzly. You niggas just cuz, but no, not the ones in the big leagues. After the fall off, I promise I'm coming and selling our Wrigley's. Nigga, I'm just a product of poverty, full of narcotics to profit off quickly. My family tree got a history of users that struggle with demons, not really the hustler instincts. Therefore often my pockets was empty, so while some of my partner was serving up racks on the corners of project assemblies, me, I was starting to envy. Wanna be on the top where it's plenty. Wanna be in the spotlight where every bitch want me, like Rihanna dropping new Fenty. What I see in the sky, the villas of Scylla can't reach up too high evidently. Nah, shit, I can't reach up too high evidently. Never seen no one driving a Bentley. I can't be out here mopping up Wendy's.
My life is all I have. My rhymes, my pen, my pad. And I done made it out the struggle, don't judge me. What you're saying now won't budge me. Cause where I come from, so often people you grow with laying in a coffin. But I done made it through the pain and strife. It's my time now, my world, my life, my life.
Say what? The stuff that I seen got me traumatized. I let the K go when Johnny died. Swinging that motherfucker side to side. We don't participate, ain't with that squashy shit. All we believe in is homicide. I got a good heart, so I send teddy bears every time we make they mamas cry. I pray that my past ain't ahead of me, 21. When I'm in love, I love heavily. If you betray me, you dead to me, 21. I disrespect you respectfully. I got some partners who left this earth. Maybe the pain made it better, on God. Just know that they secrets is kept with me, God. I feel like the streets is in debt with me. I gave my heart away to all the dog hoes, cause that's who accepted me, 21. I blame my pops for that shit, cause if he didn't fail, he could've corrected me, 21. Give all the props to my mama, cause no matter what, she always protected me, God. I promise you it ain't no checking me, God. Jump in the water, get wet with me, 21. You on my money or wanna have sex with me. Can't let the odds of the law get the best of me. I get the answer and you get the test of me. I see chicken, you niggas is breasting me. Planted a seed, but it ain't a sesame. Can't let you niggas or bitches grow next to me.
My life is all I have. My rhymes, my pen, my pad. And I done made it out the struggle, don't judge me. What you're saying now won't budge me. Cause where I come from, so often people you grow with laying in a coffin. But I done made it through the pain and strife. It's my time now, my world, my life, my life.
Victor, any ideas?
We came, we came, we came, we came, we came, we came,
10 feet.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
They're mostly on dog mode, molded in pork blow. Foretold, feeding my whole fork load. More bold than the old in front of the store where it's more cold. Made more gold probably than all the boxes also. Cop, threw some rocks up under the door mold. Fiend picked the lock, squat, shit was a floor closed. Villain. More racks and triple X pornos. One fall through the crack and coming back to get all those. They're lying straight face, stay intact with a long nose. You can't change that, you know how the song goes. Thicker than the spinners when dudes was rolling pinners and dirt weed. Vanilla envelopes, 10-4 TV dinners. We're all beginners, touch soil in the winter. Stash box of fresh Tim's, top grill, all glimmers. Shine, glare in your eye if you're trying to fly. Could be your turn to fry if you burn the pie. Bye.
D-O-P-E, and I'm gonna show you how. Don't you do D-O-P-E, and he's hammered on his tiptoes, no less. And he's hammered.
Session bent with the stench of excess hemp. He's on fire, check his temp. I represent like Sean Kemp. Dues paid, no debt left, shop to shrimp. I'm a pacer, mind eraser, money chaser, 7L track lacer. My whole campfire, something like a wee below. And even though your words go unheard like the TMP Negrizio, I gotta cut you short like the 2020 season, bro. Loyalty is second nature like breathing is, but trust could be a bust. See, some allegiances could be deceiving as cleavages. Put them together, real or fake, we'll see how deep it is. How Gigi Hadid is. I do lead the league in this now. I got the key to this culture like a petri this shit. Then let me speak to this kid who ain't half as hard. Living the rap facade. Once all cut the shell like stabbing a cat from Prague.
I know.
And he's hammered on his tiptoes.
in the place, you don't stop. Doom, you don't stop. 1, 2 in the place, you don't stop.
Look, thinking faster than a blink. After I smoke a rapper, pluck the ashes in his drink. Don't really care what rappers think, I bring it back to Cuban links. The flow don't go extinct. As far as quotas, I'm straight like ain't no soda in my drink. Drunk off power, I swear I'm fitting to throw up in the sink. Cops some sour, these coppers fitting to throw me in the clink. Like a mobster, Sinatra fitting to show up with the mink. Flow is bonkers, you rappers fitting to show up to a shrink. Therapeutic, assume them G's, I say near Judas, just shoot us. Kindly step to the rear, grand poobas. For the coolest old schoolers since the suede Puma. And all my carrots begin with K, not K Jewelers. I make maneuvers, and for my family I make futures. Pipe full of smoke, now who wants smoke? I make hookahs. The same reason I don't take Ubers. New York State, I don't do statements on state.
Hey yo, the face mask is Louis. Uzi taped under the chair like the apocalypse. Come rock me if you dare. Capturing enemies, we sneaky. Camel suit, call it the glamour suit. Movie makers, Rosie holding nukes. The code name is Turkey Wings. Holding them hurt me things. Personally, I change kings, it's more dangerous. Rap game remastered. Stealth blast, the pens got hydrochloric acid. Spit in your face, hit your forearm smashed in. Yeah, we scare away on earth when it fire vocals. Comments coming, behold bro, we throwing glaciers. With chrome P9s on G-time, homie Shalal Lewis Rich. Peace sign, he blew the switch.
Ice cold like a Michelob. Load the nickel plated in the bands playing Nickelback. Michigan plates, mother load. This ain't chicken scratch, kicking back. Scratch and dent, this a different batch. I'm bagging chicks with heirlooms in their earlobes. Crown Prince, I'm heir apparent. Apparently, the suede trench. Distinctive, rocking trinkets. The banks I frequent. Request the manager to speak with. You been delinquent. I'm drinking mezcal with freaks out in Mesa Beach. My recipe, cook the beat like it's escabeche. Capiche? You fucking pansies, I'm buying land. I'm not the type of man you can rep a man. Understanding is the best part. Pardon ways, like a fool in this new money. Pardon my ways, I don't graze, I immobilize. I'm over guys, I'm getting paid to socialize. Champagne socialist, the leading vocalist. Showboat, not a chauvinist. Driven like a chauffeur, who dope is this? Rosenburg told me tap in, a woo banger. From Shaolin to Gun Rule, next chamber.
Maintain this soul real. Well, listen to the new son.
Rosenburg, Raekwon the chef.
Willie the kid.
Hold it down, boy.